Yeah. Harry, I just was up to visit my brother up in Wisconsin, and he's retired now. But he had a business up in Maui Industries, and he needed big expansion. Put these elevators and ships to bring out the missiles or whatever they had to the deck so they could fire them. Well, it was beyond the money he had capable of raising himself, so the town got involved. And they furnished the money for the building, the big building itself. And this was less than 15 years or so, even longer than that. But we just happened to be driving up through there, and he said, "Now there's," and he explained the thing to me, and he said, "You realize how much good that done the town?" He said, "They give me the choice of they paying the interest, this is on the money, or taxes on the building. They help, they basically back fund the building, because he had to pay for the building back, which we're getting back. And of course, we're getting the grant for the money. The thing that, when it was all said and done, he felt the town got over $5 million for what they paid in the taxes for it over 10 years. So he said, it's just hard to believe how much good. Then on top of that, they got 2 more industries in town. That little town smaller than Ord. And he had 120 some people, and then this one other makes these hydraulic couplings, and I think he said they were up to 240. And I don't know what the other building is. And now they just put in another one that they're making replacement parts for helicopters. All come in this. I mean, this is 150 miles out in the woods, and it's kind of hard to believe. But it shows you the foresight that somebody up there had to do that.
Yeah, you'll be investing $60,000, but you'll get $300,000 of federal money back in that you can then reinvest through loans.
We never can pull that $60,000 out of it.
That's my understanding.
Hopefully, we have enough increase, which right now, and what is the dollars we're getting? Often the town here. It's quite a little bit.
Yeah, it was quite a little bit.
You just pulled that up for me not too
I
long
did.
ago. I can't quote it either. You can recoup some of it, Harry, through administrative fees, though, and you've got that in your plan too.
Mm-hmm.
Now the interest that comes back, you can't recoup that. That goes back into the fund.
Into the fund.
That's my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to use that.
Nancy, my biggest concern is we're doing this for Valley County. We serve a district around us. What are we going to do for the rest of these towns and counties that we serve?
No, your first project was
I know.
the Valley County Courthouse. That was
Right.
my understanding.
But are we going to help the rest of the counties out that we serve in time?
Well, that's what you're.
I know, but is this going to happen, though, is what I'm asking.
Well,
It's up to this board.
that's up to you
Yeah,
guys.
it's up to everybody. It's up
Yeah.
to these cities and counties
Sure.
that want this to happen.
But
Are we going to promote Valley County through this, or are we going to promote the rest
Well,
of
it's
the
not
county?
going to come through me. I'm just helping with your initial business plan. That's it.
Nancy's just writing it.
I know she is.
So,
I'm
but
concerned
yeah.
about the whole district.
Well, I think so, because I'll tell you what, Ron, I get calls. I get, not every day, but I get calls quite a bit from people up in Erickson or people just outside the county line, and they want to start a business, and they ask if they're eligible for the city sales tax money, and I'm saying, unfortunately, no. I mean, I've got other, areas that I direct them toward for different grants or different loans that might be available. But as far as the city sales tax, that's not available unless they are within Valley
That's
County.
my concern on the district.
So
line.
yours, I can, if somebody called my office and they're from Bartlett or from, Hoop City or wherever, I said, well, the city sales tax wouldn't apply, but you could certainly check with Loop Valley's Rural Public Power District, and they have a loan fund that you could certainly tap into as well.
But in this, it says we are not limited to our district. So those people in our district, say from North Loop, Arcadia, are not eligible for those funds. But the people in Ord are eligible for these funds.
What?
If you read this,
Well, But the thing is that don't mean we have to give it to them if they have another avenue.
It says you cannot discriminate. It says it right in here.
We cannot pick an
Based off
applicant
of
Right.
their,
Right.
well,
based on where they're residing or where their
based
business
off
is
their
gonna be
location in
located.
this district. So if we have a gentleman from Arcadia or North Loop or Loop City,
yeah.
Rockville, Bartlett, and then we have a person in Ord, we can't pick that person over the person in Ord because of the way this reads. I think that's wrong, and that's one of the issues I have with this. The money coming to support, I'm all for the grant, okay, let's get this on the table. And what it'll do for the courthouse, and for the community, this community and on. But I do not agree with everything in this, at all, and I will not support it the way it stands here. So if we, we can move on the agenda, or we can dig in.
Well, I was just gonna say, though, even on, that nobody, from town, if they're not part of the power district, can't belong on this board. They're really not part of it.
Right,
This
but
one-
right.
as it reads in here,
But you
But they're
can't,
they're
you
not
can't
part
do
of the
that.
district.
Doesn't matter. And on this particular thing, that's required by USDA. We
okay,
cannot discriminate. We can't say, oh, you're gonna get service from us, so you will get the loan, and the next guy that's in Ord, you will not. We can't pick them based on that. There's gotta be other criteria.
And that's what the committee will do.
And that's
They'll
what the
decide.
committee will decide,
Yes.
based on the criteria
There you
of,
go.
you know, how much other money they have matching,
There
what
you
they're
go.
planning to
okay,
do, how
so
many
the
jobs they.
criteria for picking a potential applicant, granting a loan, you can use that criteria then, is what I'm hearing. You can say, well, John Doe lives in Arcadia, but Bob Smith lives in Ord. Bob Smith has other loans available. I'll pick John Doe from Arcadia.
I guess I don't.
What
See, I
what
don't-
Alan's trying to say is that if Andy asked for a loan, and you asked for one, Andy lives here in the city, and you're a customer of Loup Valley's, we lean towards him, but his application's better, we could be in trouble, right?
Well, what, I'm hearing that you can pick, based off the criteria that he has other loans available. So we are he has a hardship. He don't have available the funds, so we can pick him. Is that correct?
That would be correct, based on
Then
the
I
criteria.
didn't understand it properly. Okay, that can be part of the criteria,
Right.
okay.
There's no, I think this is the state before the possible, it really is not really a single district. But we're very, very close here, and and it could benefit us tremendously if you put housing and everything else, or something, supportive, within our district, because it's happening a half mile away, that we could fund something like that.
You can fund, based off of reading this, outside our district.
Right.
So North Platte could apply.
Yes, but our committee will make those decisions.
But
Yeah,
when
but
you read
discrimination
this,
could be
it
both
doesn't
right
give
on
you
board.
that authority.
I guess I
But-
didn't read that in there anyplace, that one. I think you could be,
I think you're saying North Platte is more.
Well,
they're
just
out of line.
any
'Cause that, that's
Valentine, any of them,
not-
based off of this.
You don't know people. They'll come after us if they find out there's money available, and discrimination is gonna blow us out of the water.
Maybe give us free trips to Hawaii, to somebody from Hawaii.
no, I
says.
don't, I think,
I
I think we need to look at what other districts have done, and if they haven't had any
Without
pro-
restriction to the district service area or any other area. That's my second question.
I think we need to look at what other districts have done, and if they haven't had any problems with it, I don't foresee we would have any problems with it either.
We just need to be aware and discuss this stuff so that we're aware of what's going on. So clarification of how that board's gonna work, the committee, and how they pick the loans. When I asked questions 2 years ago, no one could answer any of them on this.
I would say we need to find out, I'd like to know more if what Dawson's deal is working. if it, you know.
Evidently
I
it
have no
is.
problem with that.
I mean, I just, like I said, I knew there for a